And we are live. Hello everyone, welcome to Jaguar Bubbles stream. I am also planning to make a coffee chat video alongside this stream, so if you ever hear me reference, oh, in this episode, or coffee chat, the chat that talks almost about everything, that is particularly the reason why I say that, because I did a poll on my Discord and you guys said that it would be great for me to stream coffee chats and then upload them as subsequent sort of videos. But anyways, today I kind of want to celebrate and reminisce my pilot episode for my show that I released in early February of this year, Another Tuesday. So if you haven't watched Another Tuesday, just be aware that there are spoilers ahead for that first episode. It's only a couple minutes, so you can log out and then log back into this video to fully get, the characters I'm referencing and so on. Alright, so Another Tuesday. Let's give some depth, okay? So, first of all, I like rom-coms. I don't watch a ton of rom-coms because a lot of movies have a lot of references or jokes that are honestly disgusting. And, people may call me a wimp for that, but no, I think it's loser behavior. I think that it's unnecessary, and it honestly ruins the whole movie for me. So there's some things I can watch, some things I skip over, and some things are just no, poo poo, trash, trash. So, that doesn't leave a lot of rom coms left, but it leaves some. Okay? And then in addition to that, I do enjoy a good old Hallmark, which is pretty ironic because if anyone knows me in person in real life, they will know that whenever you put on particular Hallmark episodes, while I am fine with the plots and subplots that, ensues, small town, big city, stuff like that. I am also very critical of the camera angles and the filters they use, as well as I can spot a good voiceover and a bad voiceover. I forgot what the term is called. So it's really ironic and it's really funny to kind of just sit there and watch a movie with me. Depends on the Hallmark episode or the Hallmark movie. I mean, it really depends. But anyways, it makes movie watching a great experience. Honestly, if you have a film friend who is like that, it will bother them. Anyway, I don't know why. And it will bother you too. You just don't know the reason why it bothers you. Like, you can tell something is off within, like, a movie. Not even in just the scripting. Maybe the scripting because, like, whatever. But you can notice something about the camera angles. You just can't place it. The only difference is I can place it and I also voice it. And that makes it annoying. But you know what? I don't know. The only reason I can place it and I can voice it is because I've been into film, so I looked up things to do with film. I have not gone to university classes for film, nor will I ever. I don't want to say if I will never, but most likely I will never, just because it's like, yes, I do think those are helpful, maybe, and they can teach you a lot of technical stuff, which I'm not really good with machinery, so that would be helpful on that front. But I also don't want to like learn specific like things and then I'm so, immersed in what's correct technically, stuff like that. And I actually lose the creative aspect of it because I want my shows to have depth and layers. Even though I'm a fan of Hallmark, I still love a good story with depth, emotionalism, and layers, and also cleanness. Because, yeah, I'm a Christian, you know? So that is what I crave to deliver to you, okay? Good quality content that is very good and can also be viewed, in a Christian, sort of lens. Now, I will say some of the upcoming, things I plan, some of them do go into serious topics. Now, I am a Christian, so I'm never going to try and upload something dirty or unclean, but what I will tell you is that sometimes there are serious topics discussed, like addiction and like I'm blanking, but you can basically get the gist, you know. Real life things, adult things, sort of stuff. So, like, it's not like I'm making it, like, supposed to be like, oh, this bad thing. No, I'm just going over serious concepts. Period. Anyway, all of that to say, that is my little movie film experience, as well as the pilot episode that I released earlier on, like I said, in February of this year. So, again, spoilers ahead. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going into this whole thing with. So, um, let's talk about pilot episode creation. Alright, I have a process to making videos. Alright? So I was sitting there and it was perfect weather. The sun was shining, it was some day of some month. And I was thinking, okay, I was cooking and I was thinking, and the sun was shining. And as I was thinking about rom coms. I love particular rom-coms. And so I was like, okay, well, what if this rom-com existed with this plot? AKA, what if there was such thing as this girl had a bunch of hobbies. She was interested in a lot of different things. But she had one weakness, and that weakness was that she couldn't do math. So, you know, that's not really too crazy, but if you work in an office, you know, sometimes you do have to do math. But, you know, I was thinking, okay, it can take place in an office, you know? Anyway, um, and then I was thinking, and I was like, okay, she's really talented, she's got a lot of hobbies, and then there's this guy. Okay, there's this guy. And this guy also sucks at math. And you'd think, hey, they both have that in common, so hey, wouldn't they get along in the office, all that sort of stuff, be buddy-buddy? Well, the thing is, he sucks at math, but he also has a crush on the girl who can do everything. And so she thinks he can do math because he's always trying to be around her and help her with math. Except they both equally suck at math. But math needs to be done for her particular job. So he goes out and helps her, and no one really knows except for, you know, his friends, all that sort of stuff. And then you get a cute rom-com, okay? And as I was cooking and thinking about this, I was like, oh my gosh, this would actually be a great book. Yep, I was like, this would be a book, you know, I like writing, you know, to a degree, and I could see, you know, the cute little book cover, all of this sort of stuff, and like, you know, the romance, like, there's a lot of popular books out there, and a lot of them are really trashy, and so, you know, this would be, like, cute, and, like, all this sort of stuff, and, like, everything lighthearted, and, yeah. And then I thought a little further, and I was like, huh, what if it was a show? I don't know how I got to that conclusion because I was pretty being like, hey, this would be a good book. Maybe I could write it. Oh gosh, but how do you get that published? You have to go to a publisher and then they have to edit it and all of these steps, which honestly, if you want to become a writer, you go through a publisher. It's not that many steps. Like, there are definitely steps involved and it is definitely difficult. Don't let me disarm your thinking. Like, yeah, everything that takes effort is going to be difficult, okay? It's gonna be, have some, you know, have to have some appearance of work. What in particular meant is, like, I don't know. Honestly, what I mean by that is, like, oh, I was scared of, like, going to a publisher, all of that sort of stuff, because, I don't know, I'm not rare, all of that sort of stuff. But as I'm, like, voicing that opinion now, I'm like, yeah, that's actually, like, really easy / simple. Like, editing your book will take work. Going to a publisher to get it approved will take work. But, like, it's not, like, this super complicated, like, process. If it doesn't work with one publisher, just go to the next. And so on. But, like... Anyway. It wasn't that complicated. Book coming out soon by Jaguar. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Um, anyway, I don't know how I jumped from, hey, this would be a cute book to, oh, this would be like a cool show. But I made the jump nonetheless, and that's where I started thinking of, okay, well, if I'm gonna make this show, what am I gonna call it? And then if I'm gonna make this show, their office has to like do something. And I will not let you know if I have figured that out yet, okay? But, you'll see that in the subsequent episodes. But, anyway, yeah, it's really interesting process of how I got to point A to point B. I don't really know. I don't know the month, the day. All I know is I had an idea. I then pursued that idea. So I ended up being like, hey, I want to release this episode. There's a lot of background noise. I hate having background noise. Okay, anyway. Yeah, the process. So I had this idea, then I was like, okay, this would be a great episode. So then I started having to think of characters, which isn't crazy, but I was like, okay. Don't know how I thought of Michael. I don't know. Michael just exists. Don't know. I kind of knew. I don't know. Buzz kind of just came into the picture as well. And then also, Miss Lightning was a little bit more intentional. It was more intentional that I put her in there because it was like, oh, Miss Lightning, she's already an original character I made. So I have this like mini sketchbook and I used to take it to like certain places. So while I was sitting outside, I genuinely, all I remember is I was outside and I was drawing her. And like that's like I literally just start drawing characters. I don't really make original characters or something, but I was like, "Oh my gosh, what if her name was Miss Lightning?" I don't know. And then I was like, I recollected about that original character, Miss Lightning that I made just cuz I thought it was a cute name, and I was like, "Okay, boom, she's also going to be in the show now." So she was way more intentional than any other of the characters, but she still made it into the show. She is really nice. I really like all kind of the characters and how they work together, and I'm excited for episode 2. Yeah, I got the pilot episode out, and episode 2, it's coming. It's coming for you. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm really excited about that. It should be great. Again, I want to add layers, so prepare yourself. Anyway, uh, yeah, it's really fun. I would definitely recommend making your own show if you've been having an idea for a long time. I mean, this is the now. Okay, this is the perfect market for it. I feel like we're seeing a lot of more independent shows kind of take the markets, kind of take people's eyes and all of the attention because honestly, a new movie trailer got released today by one of those big companies, and we're recycling the same old thing. Like, hey, at least Hallmark can be like unique and like add like new names to the towns, like Appleberry, Huckleberry. I don't know. What is a Huckleberry? I've never seen a Huckleberry. Hold on. I'm looking this up. Huh. That's what a huckleberry looks like. A huckleberry. Oh, it's several species. Oh. They're related closely to blueberries. I got that information from Google. Interesting. You learn something new every day. Anyway, at least they can like come up with new names. Maybe they recycle the same 5 plots, but you get a special gem in there sometimes, But, at least they're creative. No, like literally I saw this trailer, I was like, we don't need another one of this movie, just it's a different like seemingly genre. Like come on, like get creative. But the thing is, like, they're making too much money to be creative. Please don't sue me. Anyway, So yeah, you have an audience that is seeking creativity, is seeking new ideas, and either is seeking Christ or needs to know Christ. So, especially if you're one of those Christian creatives who it's like, hey, I love God, I have this idea, but I've overcomplicated it to where I don't. Idea. Golly, I'm always having these ideas. So, an idea for you, okay? Just like I had how I was like, oh, writing a book, is a complicated and difficult process, but it's not really complicated. Like, the steps are easy, are as follows. But especially if you are a Christian creator, bro, we need you. Like, have you seen the music industry lately? Have you seen Hollywood recently? Okay, people who are in that field need Jesus. People who are consuming that need Jesus. We all need Jesus. So humble yourself before him. Don't think and get cocky like, oh, I have all this time. Oh, I have to make sure it's perfect, because you're being a perfectionist and putting your standards above God's standards. If that makes sense. But yeah, honestly, like it's why it's new, it's fun, it's difficult. Again, I want to make things with layers and depth, but also, represent Christianity, or maybe talk about it, or like reference it vaguely. And so, yeah, is it going to be a little bit more complex because you're thinking of that aspect? Maybe, but just because something is a little bit harder doesn't mean it's impossible to solve. You have all of the tools to solve it, aka prayer, but you have to have the grit to keep on going when your brain is like numb. Okay, what I mean by that is your brain is numb because you don't have discipline, you don't have motivation, and you think that motivation is what drives you creatively. And yes, while motivation sometimes does make our creativity strive, you have to have the discipline to keep on going with a project even when, you don't want to anymore, or it seemingly gets boring, you know? So, yeah, I think we have had it too easy, especially in a world where AI exists. We put critical thinking out of the window. I mean, I think having stuff like Safari and Google and Yahoo and Firefox and Duck.io, I don't even know. All of these little different search engines are amazing. I mean, the ability to not only culminate a bunch of information to get a lot of questions solved, I think that's great. But then you also have AI where you can literally ask any intricate question, and like you don't actually start learning. Like, this is me rubbing my hands together. When you rub your hands together, there becomes something called friction, you know, two like opposing forces or whatever. I don't know. I didn't major in chemistry or whatever. But anyway, there's friction. And that's how you learn. You don't learn when everything's given to you. You learn when you have to work and use your mind to kind of comprehend concepts and then put them together and make new neural pathways, aka habits, kind of segue into your system. So if you don't have a neural pathway or whatever for discipline, that can be a thing that you end up implementing through repetition. That's how you learn. You go over it again and again, and you read it again and again, and then eventually you memorize it, and or it becomes a habit. Okay? Your habit that you need to grow is discipline. And I'm talking to myself just as much as you guys. Okay? I don't know where we got lost to think that being a Christian and being a creative can't coexist well. First of all, you have the God of the universe. You're talking with him. He created the oceans, the seas, the mountain, the sun, mathematics and science, and art and beauty, and people and cells, and how they work, and sight and vision, and touch and taste, and food, and animals. And you think the devil, who tries to copy that, can make something better? Because that sounds stupid. Okay? That sounds stupid. He can't. He won't. He will never. God is almighty. Yahweh is omniscient, omnipresent. He is the best. He is amazing. He is incredible. Words cannot merely describe the greatness of God. Yet you think that he is not as creative? He literally made the clouds in the sky, all the variation of animals. The birds, the fish, the rodents, the bugs. I mean, some of them pretty, but, they scare me a bit, okay? And you're so prideful to think, well, Christian stuff just sucks. Okay? If you don't do it, someone else will. God created you for a purpose, and he doesn't need you, but he chooses to use you as a vessel. Okay? So if you are too lazy and you're like, oh, I won't do this for him, he's like, bro, I gave you those gifts for a reason. I gave you that timing for a reason. I gave you that device for a reason. Those opportunities. That platform. Heck, if you live in America, dude, you can get on, like, a platform anytime you want. Most accessible place. Because of our God-given freedoms. God-given freedoms. I don't know. When did we convince ourselves that Satan is more creative than God? It's because we've been listening to the enemy for too long. And that's disgusting. So as God's children, we need to get up and we need to work. Stop being lazy. Okay? Why do you think I'm streaming today? It's because I am trying to organize. I use stream to talk about God with people. I do play games, so it is a bit, I guess, lazy. But then I also make animated videos and content and all of that sort of stuff to do... Ooh, excuse me. To that same purpose. Yeah. But just food for thought. Yeah, the time is now. Like, the time is now. The world's getting crazy, and what people don't need is you to fear them more than you fear God. Because if you're fearing them, then you're not going to talk to them about God, and you're not going to call them out on their sin. I don't know. How I came to God is I got humbled. Because some people will, like, already kind of be in that, hey, I'm bad, I'm calling out to God. And then some people be so prideful like I was, and then they have to, like, get humbled by God. And then it's like, oh, I need you. I need this. I need to be reminded about the time I have, the discipline I need. It's what that 52-minute coffee chat was about. So pray about it, listen to the Lord, and you'll know it's the Lord if it matches up with His Word, the Bible, and let that give you peace. And then go out and pursue. So that will be it for kind of the coffee chat episode. Thank you guys for watching and supporting. But that is not the end of this stream. Because while I did plan to record a coffee chat episode within this stream, I also did say it's a gaming stream. At least I said that in the description. So I do want to play Peak, and I might have to close out my little talking avatar for now because I don't know how my computer's going to run it. But we shall see. Alright. Also, Peak takes a little bit to load up, so yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind too. Boop. Mini. Zoop. Mini. Okay. I always get so serious, bro. Alright, I almost clicked Outer Wilds. I don't know, some people really like Outer Wilds in my Outer Wilds streams. I do too, but it has to be like particular. Alright. I didn't even say I was streaming, so I should probably upload this to the Discord. So let me do that. Announcements. Stream notification. I don't know. I've streamed 2 days in a row. This might as well be stream week. Do. Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna play like music in the background. I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh, it's loading. Dude, the 500 Miles song has been stuck in my head. I'm trying to think. Oh, Stardew Valley. So aesthetic. I just realized Peak also does play music, so point proven. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I played this game. Miriam, that's a biblical name. Ah, mushies, mushy rooms, and trees. Alright, we are going to play offline, aka I played this game in a long time. It does it frequently, so it's really a lot of years, I don't know. I also want to I also want to play it with friends again. I remember I did do a video um with friends. Oh my gosh, I'm glitching. 1, 2, 3, 4. Waiting for loading time. Waiting for loading time. I don't know. I updated my computer and it fixed a lot of issues, but I don't know if the issues will continue to persist when I up or try to play difficult games or not. This coffee has like literally slowest I've drank in it. God is good. God is great. Repent and turn to Him today. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Forever. Maybe I game with someone, some YouTube friends. Alright, let's see. It's so great. I wanna make sure audio doing okay? Because I'm noticing it's lagging a bit. It like goes in and out and then it's perfect and then it goes in and out. It's been so long. Is the guy still there? So friends that I will introduce also has Peak, so maybe I'll play Peak with him. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, we're probably Peak Islands default difficulty. Alright, that should be good. I could have made it easier, but decided not to. Will it load? Will it load? No sé. We are glitching out right now. It's been forever since playing Peak. I don't know. I've barely even streamed it as well. Okay. We have Awakened. Oh gosh, these are weird. Um, why does it look different? It's definitely not different. I forgot how to use the backpack. Oh, you press E. Okay. Sure. The oh, I was like, that a bird? Okay. I also have to get used to the controls. This is exactly like Outer Wilds. Not the controls, I mean, but I mean just having to get used to them. Go. How do you throw things? Oh, thankfully the controls are over the screen though. Oh, that would be a singular door. I can survive. Oh my god, this stupid animated thing. I keep screwing up. Oh gosh, there's two of them. That's probably why I'm glitching a little bit. X. X. I don't know, my computer's been lagging recently. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Can I run? Oh, I can run. Okay, this is good. Alright. Let's play some Peak. I forgot how to climb. I'm not gonna climb. I realized that I'm too lazy for getting coconuts. This may backfire, but I've decided not. Why won't you work? Okay, there we go. It finally exited out. Okay, let's scout out the mountain first. I like how the avatar just magically randomly went away. Okay. Oh, apple. We've got an apple. Oh, a crispberry. Okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I'm like super nervous that that guy was like literally about to ram into my garage. Okay. Anyway, we continue on. We continue on. I literally almost got Stung by that urchin. Okay, I forgot which ones can be eaten and which ones can't be eaten. Button mushroom is a cute name, so let's see. Oh my gosh, it's good. Okay, we can trust button mushrooms. Oh, this looks like a rough. What? What? Oh, guys, the mushroom was not good. The mushroom was not okay to eat. That sucks a bit, but we're gonna push through. I was gonna go and get that crisp berry, but I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, wait, you can't eat the green ones? So. Anyway. The intense climbing music has ensued. Oh, why am I going back? Ugh. I could have just totally ruined the run. Okay. I guess I'm going to the right now. This is the easiest one, so. The poison's wearing off, which is good. The fog is rising. Am I almost to the top? That might set a record, dude. Okay, I think I'm gonna go this way. It just looks like it's a better path. It does not look like a better path. Going that way actually looks better. I don't like backtracking, but it's simply going to work better. I still have my granola bar, so I'm doing pretty decent on food. So that shouldn't be a big concern. Okay, this is a weird formation. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get there, except with a lot of stamina. Okay, should I jump? Can I make it? Whoa! I can't, but I didn't. Okay, this will be a good test. See how far I can climb. Not far enough. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm almost to the top. And then I was like, yikes. Let's go this way. Green crisp berries, so I can't eat that. And we continue upward. Between a rock and a hard place. What is that saying? Okay. Let's see. Can I shimmy to the side? Ooh. Can I go up there? Oh. Oh, I should have waited for my stamina! No! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh. Dude, am I gonna recover from this? Okay. Yeah, because I have, like, extra energy. Okay, the poison's gonna gonna wear off, but not that health bar. Okay, so I can actually go up here. I guess I used all of my little granola bar. I just have to wait. I have to wait and hope the fog doesn't get me because right now I see this as the only viable option that's going to work. So let's have a coffee and let's chat. Turn around! That noise sounds like fog, but it may also be the game. Great! My poison is like wearing out, but at the same time, my hunger bar is good. Lunch! Ugh. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna. We're playing the waiting game. The fog gets me first, or I get up. Oh, yes! Okay. Yep, the waiting game did end up working. But since we waited, the fog's gonna continue. Oh, this is not a good spot. I don't see the fog. Death was like imminent there. Oh my gosh. Wait, no! Wait, no! No, that's terrifying! Yeah. Um, okay. Yeah. Never found. Never made it past the mountain. Dang, that's so depressing. I was not near the top. Alright, let's play one more game and then I might end stream. It was good. Good stream. Alright. Let's go. Walking, walking, walking. Oop. Wrong escalator. We continue walking, walking, walking. I want to release more details about the pilot episode, but I kind of want to wait until all of season 1 is uploaded. And honestly, I don't know how many episodes season 1 necessarily is going to be yet. So honestly, the upload schedule and just everything is kind of up in the air right now, but either way, I'm pretty excited to get out episode 2 whenever it does air. And then also when the season ends, having that fun, not only celebration period, but recollection period where I can kind of go more into the creation process. I did kind of go into the process over this coffee chat slash stream, but there was definitely more like factors that I didn't mention. Oh, that's also what I was thinking. So I was thinking of uploading a course of somewhat of how you can like start your creative kind of journey. Like what I mean by that is yes, I uploaded the pilot episode, but I know a lot of creative Christian creatives just everyone's like low motivation sometimes and all of that sort of stuff. And so I kind of wanted to make a course or make a thing where I kind of go over how I made my own pilot episode, some of the other projects I'm making, the process of that, and how you yourself can do that. Because while it seems like a big, difficult thing in the moments where you're first starting, you're making your first steps, and like figuring out what to do, it genuinely isn't that hard. Like, I say that with flexibility. Like, it is difficult, so you're gonna need to put in a lot of work and effort. But it's the process of getting there, while it does require effort, work, and time, it is not as overcomplicated as you're making it. The process is simple, the work is a lot, but it's definitely doable. And so I'm always like thinking about this like kind of education segment. I don't know why, that's just how my brain works. And so I don't know, I think it would be good to do. I'm not going to make you pay money for it cuz that's weird. I mean, it's not weird. People have to make a living, but YouTube is just for fun. So it's not one of those things where this is a course you have to pay for. Um, I'm not gonna make it like that. But, oh, those are the mushrooms. We cannot eat those mushrooms. I have learned. Live and learn. I'm not eating the cookies just yet. I do know I have some hunger right now, but I'd rather save it for something else. So, one. What the heck? That. I meant to drop it and then grab it. Okay, I guess my luggage will be lighter. I don't know. I'm just pretty preoccupied with food. All right. It does weigh more, but I should save up some bandages just in case. All right, I don't want to go that way. We're going this way. I didn't want to use that much energy on just that. It looked like there was a path on the side. Ooh, spooky, the fog rises. I don't know, I want to be an outdoor person. I want to be a hiker. Set pittin', set pittin', set pittin'. Ah, that's why we need the bandages, okay? Unfortunate event. Maybe I should have waited. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna hold this. No! I'm not gonna do it that way. Okay. Okay, now. How? Set Pidden! Set it! I don't understand how to do that. Set. Two. Maybe I don't need it? Unlikely. Set the stupid pidden! This is really annoying. It's not working. See, it works when I'm like that, but I've seen it to where you climb and then you set it as you climb. E. Okay, perfect. Alright. I spent a lot of time on this, and I honestly don't know if it's gonna work out. Not great right now. I do want to go to the side instead of up, because it looks like there's a bigger ledge there. See right there? Do you think I could jump? Nope. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, I'm just gonna try and go up and then go to the side, and hopefully that works. No, I don't see it. Wait a second. I have these. Okay. Okay, now we have the energy we lost, but is it enough? Come on! This is so stupid! Okay. Most fun, most frustrating game. Okay, I can only have that select amount of energy. And, really not doing well with the health points. Okay. Oops, what was that? Crap. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to either. I need to figure out another way. This just isn't working. Yeah, no. Okay. I don't know. At this point, I'm like, I don't really care if, like. I don't know, I kind of want to restart. Wait, I could have gone that way. Would that have been easier, or does it just look easier from my vantage point? Now I'm kind of like, I want to get over this mountain, though. Hi. Yeah, I, I don't have a lot of food left. And I still think this like pitten thing will work. And I'm not really sure why. So I only have this little bit of energy left, so I'm not gonna try and jump over there because I realize that takes a lot. No. Okay, let's restart. I know I said this is like the last thing, or the last game. I just really want to see if I can do it. Okay, I'm gonna set a 20-minute timer, and I'm gonna see if I can do it in 20 minutes. Because I don't feel like playing it for a long time. Alright, let me get my good old clock out. And I started the timer now. But it's loading, I know it's loading. Alright. Loading, loading, loading. Same mountain as before. I can either do one of two things. I can try and do that other side of the mountain that I was looking at, or I can go to the other side and try to kind of tackle the mountain from there. If I try to go through the middle, just based on previous progress or previous saves, it's just not going to work. So let's see if this will be flexible. I don't want to pick up the rope. Sports drink, I'm always a big fan of food. Alright. I think the more you sprint, the more you risk getting your hunger bar. But either way, the hunger bar is kind of gonna go up, go down, no matter what, so I don't know. I guess this will kind of be a test run to see. I don't know. So I'm looking at the mountain, like right here, kind of gonna see which way I can go. I went through the middle, I went through the right side, and now I think I'm gonna try left. I kind of want to try the right side again. I don't know why. It just looks like it's easier, like it will work. Kind of if you just went boom, 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 up, 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 up. Little steep, but it could work. But I'm just gonna try the left side. It looks really steep, and like it won't work, but yeah, see, I started sprinting, and it literally went hunger bar. It just takes a long time to walk, all slow. Okay. Going well so far. Low risk. I don't know. Have you guys been mountain climbing before? It would definitely be interesting, but I would definitely bring equipment. I could go down there for the luggage. Oh, I'm not going down there for the luggage. What? Was it gonna throw that? Alright. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at the left side now that I'm a little closer. It actually doesn't seem that bad. Are these the bad mushrooms? I am not sure. Some crisp berries over there. I do have a good amount of food. I would love to stock up on food, but I don't know. I'm just not. Do you think I can stand on that ledge? Ah! Okay. Perfect. Let's see if I can stand on that next one. Can I stand on this? Nope, I cannot. Alright, we're just gonna kind of fall. Should have taken advantage of that energy. Alright, let's go this way. Thankfully, it won't seem like I need the energy right now. Oh no. It's like, I'm working, I'm not working, what's happening? Okay. Okay. So, left side so far seems to be getting a lot of good progress in little amount of time. Maybe I should have started with the left side. Yeah, I can go around that and then up there, I suppose. Okay. I thought there was another one of those spiky things. See, where there's a will, there's a way. You just gotta have a will. Gonna wait for that hunger bar to kind of deteriorate a little bit more. Gonna shimmy to the side. Alright, perfect. Alright. Making progress. This might be the fastest run. Oh, Trouble in Paradise. Alright, this is where I will eat a little. Okay. Oh, that wasn't smart. Okay. Reload, reload. Keep falling a bit. Alright, let's go this way. I'm trying to conserve my energy and be very conscientious of where I spend it. Okay, perfect. This is going really well. I mean, there's definitely like it's going well. Okay, again, trying to be conscientious. We're getting near the energy bar. But we have not used the energy. Alright, perfect. And not only are we kind of going really successfully on this kind of run, it's also pretty timely. Oh, 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 lunch! Okay. Just ran out of energy, but not to fret. We're making good time, and then also, I have food left, so I think I'm gonna go to that ledge. Yeah, looking all the way back, it just like did not look. Okay, so I can either go that way or that way, which doesn't look as promising as that way. And again, I'm just gonna wait for that food. Ooh. Bar to get a little bit bigger before I eat. Okay, I might eat now. Seems like I just need that little, like, ounce of energy to push me. Oh! Okay, wait. Reload. What? Every time I go forward and then it goes back, I'm like, oh jeez. So yeah, we're at 8 minutes now. And I think that's, no! Dude. Yikes. Okay, no more food and we're hurting a little bit. That sucks. I should have went with that other stupid side. Okay. Let's try this side. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yikes. That looks like a stretch. That... Okay. Nope. Trying to slow the fall! No! Are you serious? Okay. 9 minutes now. The whole game changed completely. Okay. There is a suitcase somewhere. And I'm pretty sure it's way down there, which the fog would have already reached it. Okay, let's go. Why am I climbing right now? Oh, okay. I might do a stream a little bit later. Just to get through this map. Again, I gave myself... we have a timer. Okay, I need food immediately, and I think green crisp berries are going to poison me. And that seems to be the only thing growing. Wait, are those red crisp berries the one that work? Yeah. We're gonna backtrack. The fog is slow, but I hate backtracking. I have to kind of shimmy around. Was it here or there? Do you have red crisp berries? No. So we're gonna just jump. Just normal bushes. I swear I saw a red one. There's a suitcase right there, but I don't know if the fog's gonna get me, but honestly at this point I just have to see because like it's either hunger or oh. Oh, can I like okay. I'm just slowing down the fall. Okay. We gotta get to that suitcase now. Do I try the bugle shroom? There's 2 suitcases here. Okay. It seems to always go well, and then I have like a moment where I'm like, hey, this is going well, and then I don't know. It's like I literally cannot get over that mountain. Okay. I need food, but I need that rope cannon. I don't know. How long is the rope? Oh. Okay, and then we have the red crisp-berries up there. Eeh! Eeh! Do you need energy to climb the rope? I did not account for that. Yeah, you do. Yep. Oh. I don't know if I can revive myself. Um, apparently I cannot. Let's see, did we go... Yeah, it was like, yep, I went up and then I went down. I went up and down. Yeah, and it seems like the fog would have gotten me. Alright, that was interesting. I was doing so well. I don't know, I guess I should have stocked up on more food. I'll definitely check if those bugle shrooms can, be checked out. But yeah, today was a good stream. Thank you guys for tuning in, for supporting the channel, of course. It's been a major blessing to kind of see where this could go over the past 7 years. It's been amazing to see this pilot episode, these ideas, these thoughts, these randomly cooking on a very sunny day, and then it becoming a reality and a series of events and shows and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm super excited about the pilot episode. Super excited to kind of release more episodes and have you guys kind of figure out more about the story as it goes along in this awesome office with these cool people, and it's just going to be a fun show. And I hope to have some layers, some extras, just a bunch of stuff packed into the show to really make it engaging, awesome, great to watch, and also clean to watch. Meanwhile, adding layers in such a way that it goes over difficult topics, but also, again, in that clean way, and then also has touch on Christianity as well. So it's going to be interesting. I'm really excited. To make a Christian show, it adds an extra component that you kind of need to think about, and things you kind of need to mention or think of, so it'll be interesting. Ooh. But yeah. So, yeah. And then also, it's been amazing. February 19th, 2019, I started my channel. We just passed February. 2026, man, it's going in a rush. So always, I will say this till the day this will be my hill that I will not back down on. Hey, repent of your sins, realizing that you're not a perfect human being, and turn to Jesus Christ, who was 100% God, 100% man, came down to the earth to live a perfect life where he didn't lie, didn't cheat people, didn't do anything wrong, but he came to serve others instead of to be served. And not only did he serve others throughout his perfect life, he also died on a cross for all of the world's sins, that whoever wants to repent of their sins, turning to Him and be transformed, be born again, that they can, if they repent of their sins, trust in Him and follow after Him. So if you have any prayer requests and or questions, make sure to put them in the comments down below and or the Discord. Again, if it's a prayer request that's a little personal, do not go into personal detail sharing on the internet. That is not safe, that is not good, and that is not healthy, actually. What I do recommend is finding friends or people to surround yourself with, whether that's reaching out to someone at church, tapping someone on the shoulder, maybe not tapping because some people, personal space, but being like, hey, what's your name? My name is, and then starting new conversations and new friendships, or getting in a group at church. That's one of the things I have difficulties with, but honestly, when you just walk in obedience, walk with others in this Christian walk, it does get easier, it does get better, and it will always be hard because the enemy will attack you more for being a Christian because you're on the right path, because you're denying yourself, but he wouldn't be attacking you if you were just sitting there and doing nothing. So, find new life in Christ. Again, if you have any questions, ask them below. I'd love to have a conversation. Comments are not great places for conversation, so I do recommend finding like a pastor or like people in person. And then again, surrounding yourself with that in-person community, because while online is amazing, it's great, I love it, and it's a good place to start and maybe even find out more info, like watching YouTubers like Wes Huff, Mike Winger, and so on. It's really important that you get that in-person communication and discipleship. So yeah, hope this was helpful. Hope you learned a little bit more about my pilot or my show. I hate saying pilot because I feel like the words pilot have been thrown around a lot, all of the time. But yeah, I'm super excited that the pilot's out, super excited for episodes 2, super excited for future videos. I'm genuinely just a really excited person. Anyways, have a blessed day, sweet as blueberry pie. I will see you guys next time. See you soon. Bye bye.